Hi, I'm Kerry Blaser, the Divine Feminine, reincarnation of Mary Magdalene. Thank you for clicking on my clip. But I want to let you know that I have a free ebook linked below, my 6 Divine Feminine self-love strategies. They will help you transform your emotional wounds into personal wisdom. And I take a multidisciplinary approach. I include the laws of physics, psychology, neuroscience, shamanism, mysticism. I went wild, okay? So men can understand and women can understand. There's something there for everyone, because what I learned is when something's true, it's true in multiple places. All right, please like and subscribe and help me distribute my ebook to everyone for free by exploding my channel. Take care. Enjoy the clip. Bye. So let's start on the left, the laws of physics with the map of consciousness. And I know the map of consciousness is really famous. And I came about it 2 years ago after I experienced enlightenment for the first time. And I have a master's degree in East Asian religious studies. I've lived in Chinese Buddhist monasteries, right? No one ever taught me that enlightenment is an emotion. It was like otherworldly, a mental game. But it's mostly male Buddhists, and saying that it's emotion, it's an expression of the soul, and our soul expresses ourselves through emotions out through our hearts. And it all, links up. Right? So, but these numbers on the left are the hertz that energy vibrates at. So shame vibrates at 20 hertz, very dense, low, kind of hard to move energy. It's hard to get out of shame. It's hard to, if you're spending most of your time in those lower vibrating energies, it's hard to get out of those energies. It is. It took me, 10 years to now being able to surf the waves of life and go up into enlightenment and then dive back down into my wound and then come back up and dive back down in my wound. It took a lot of, I'm getting hot. It took a lot of practice for me to be able to do that. But this is, if you want, you can look it up further and kind of study it more. But this is how we're going to get into the universe as a mirror, showing me myself in every moment as a constant feedback loop for self-improvement. So when a part of me vibrates at like 40 hertz, and that's selfishness, like I said, then when it's outside of me, the movement draws my attention and I am attracted to it. Like Rumi said, what you seek seeks you, and that aligns with quantum physics. When my 40 hertz turns on, their 40 hertz turns on. And let's see in this physics experiment how that works. So first they're going to start with 512 and 440, and they don't influence each other. Okay, but when you have 440 and 440, when one moves, the other moves too. I trigger my selfishness. Other people's selfishness should be triggered. That's how we know we're an energetic match, because we can see ourselves. But the same is true with beauty. Every emotion here, every expression has a certain hertz. Okay. And like Tesla said, if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. I mean, I got it. The heart is a vortex. Let me bring it up. And then I have another video showing how hearts form in the embryo, which is like really cool. Okay, here we go. That is an external locus of control, like a Christian worldview. And we don't teach kids, like I didn't know the heart was a vortex until about 2 weeks ago when I found this video. I was like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. That aligns with we live in a holographic universe. The universe is a mirror. It aligns with all of it. Fascinating. Einstein said, the field is the sole governing agency of the particle. So the energy field in the body, the soul is what propels the blood, because the blood is the particle. That's how we put out our energy. And then when my, 40 hertz is vibrating, that gets the 40 hertz around me to vibrate as well. It's called resonance. So you can know when you agree with someone when you have energetic resonance. Like the woman in the blue shirt and the woman in the hat, they resonate. They're together on that, right? You could see that they have similar energy. Or the women on the other side, calm, cool, collected, drawing healthy boundaries, not cutting them off, and, kind of allowing their gregarious, lack of boundaries attitude while trying to hold space and go, can I have this conversation? You can see why they're friends, and you can see why those other two are friends. Right.